From street selling to building one of Hyderabad's favorite dessert brands. This is the story of hustle and sweetness. Welcome back to Startup Tales. I am your host, Zidaan Farishta. And today, we are joined by Mr. Neehar, the founder of Churrolto. At such a young age, he turned a small street side churro bandi stall into a multi-crore brand loved across the city. And today, we'll explore his journey, his challenges, and the recipe behind his success. So, sir, as a student, I wanted to start the podcast with how your student life looked like your early life, your schooling, and it would be great if you could also share some of your school stories.
Oh, okay. I'll start. My childhood was, it happened very, very quickly because both of my parents were doctors. So I was always mostly alone at home. And I really got addicted to technology, especially when Steve Jobs used to come and present everything, especially when he introduced the new iPhone, the new MacBook Air.
Yeah.
I used to binge on his content daily, and that's why I wanted to get into content, because he used to do a lot of content. So I always had two passions. One is food, one is technology. I thought food was easy, so I came here first. Next will be technology, because I want to present like Steve Jobs one day. So that's a bit of my childhood. Yeah.
Can you share us some of your school stories, like when you were in school? Some of your stories, were you a bully or you were getting...
Oh, no. I was always on the other side. I was the one getting bullied. And I used to be a very fat kid. So I had like everything possible, anxiety, insecurity, everything. I wasn't like this at all.
Okay. So when you started Churrolto in a store, so you were still studying, right? You were 19 at that time. So can you share us a bit about that?
No, I was in the last year of my undergraduation.
Okay.
And I decided to discontinue it. Don't do that. Don't take it. That's a very bad idea. So yeah, then I said, let's start with my food passion. Let's jump into the sea and see what it is. And I started by selling on the street. Yeah.
And how did all these experiences, like your childhood and when you grew up, and how did these experiences shape you as an entrepreneur today?
So you can only connect all the experiences looking back, not looking forward. Example, when I was selling on the street, I think the persistence that even Apple started from a garage, it came into the mind. And when I had a small shop of doing everything from being the waiter to the manager, I think the stories of my mother came back, where she used to be the nurse and the doctor at the same time. And when you're taking care of the customer, I think the stories of them running a hospital and understanding the pain of the patient, you relate it to the pain of the customer. So you only can connect all these stories looking back, not looking forward.
Wow. So, sir, what I admire the most about you, that you didn't go with something common. Instead, you chose a unique path of churros. So, how did that come into your mind and all?
So it's a very simple concept. We all watch movies, yeah?
Yeah.
So the movie has a hero, has a heroine, and has a villain, okay?
Yeah.
So I had to choose my hero. Who's my hero, okay? And I chose churros as my hero because when I first tasted this thing called a churro, I truly believed it can be as big as a Krispy Kreme or a Dunkin' Donut. And when I researched, did anyone commercialize this hero yet all around the world? No one commercialized it yet. So I started with the hero as churros. And when I first shared it to Hyderabad, they absolutely loved it.
Wow.
And I needed a heroine, something that looks good. So I chose European patisserie as a heroine.
Wow.
It's so beautiful to look at, so intricate to make, and so hard to execute that people accepted it again. And my villain should be completely opposite from the hero and heroine. So I chose Global Cuisine Bistro as the villain. And my whole movie is called Churrolto. And looks like it's a movie that families and kids and children love to watch every single week or month or year.
So, sir, your courage to start really inspires me. So, at just 19, you used to put stalls outside schools and colleges with a unique thing which anyone didn't really know about. So, can anyone tell you, कि निहार तू ये क्या मीठे मुरकुल बेच रहा है? Can you sell something different which we can also eat? So, what gave you that confidence to stick to churros?
Okay, one confidence is it's extremely addictive. You can't stop at one bite. Second, logical confidence is it's a 400-year-old product in Spain. So I know if it survived 400 years, it'll survive another 400 years. And you can say Mite Murkulu, but the important thing in that comment is it's also familiar. So people accepted it very fast.
Yeah, actually.
And I think 99% of the people trying churros glamorize it as a global thing rather than a local thing. So that's how I think we survived for 9 to 10 years.
So, running a small stall is never easy. Quality, customer support, and mainly hygiene. But you still want people's hearts. So, how did you manage to do that? And what were the challenges which came in your life? And how did you overcome them?
Okay, how I assess quality is if I'm eating at my own restaurant every single day, quality is check. Second is customer service. The first value of Churrolto is treat the customer the same way if your mother was sitting at the table. So second one, check. The third one is hygiene.
Yeah.
The best part about me is I grew up in a hospital. So I came from the most hygienic septic setup. So third one, check. Churrolto checks everything.
So, sir, your story shows that even a small stall, even a small bandi can turn into a big brand if the vision is strong enough. So, at what point did you realize that, okay, this is bigger, that this can be a bigger brand, it's not just a stall?
When I saw the exact point where people were piling up lines on lines, even waiting in the rain just to have a taste of this one thing called churro, I was like, wow, this can be something bigger. I am thinking small.
Yeah. Wow, sir. So, when you ran with a small stall, so of course you knew how to cook, right? You used to cook everything. So, of course, everyone knows that churros is your specialty. But everyone wants to know that what else is your specialty?
So I wouldn't say that I'm a very good chef or a cook. What I call myself is, let's get back to the concept of a movie. I'm a director. I tell my actors how to act.
Okay.
I tell my music director I want this music. I tell my screenplay writer this is the scene. And the whole movie I run is called Churrolto.
Wow.
Yeah. But the director knows everything. The director tells, act like this. I want a song like this.
And so, Hyderabad used to be famous for biryani, halim, and chai when you started this. So, not desserts like churros were that famous. In fact, I don't think so. Hyderabad was introduced to churros before Churrolto. So, how did old people react when you introduced churros to them? And did you ever expect this kind of response from Hyderabad?
So I was very, very lucky that there was this show called MasterChef Australia, which was extremely popular, which got extremely, extremely popular in India. And they introduced a lot of new things, a lot of education to the food, culinary science. So yeah, that helped a lot, that pushed a lot. And the best part, it was so familiar at the same time new. We hit that spot. So yeah, people were coming back and back. The word spread like hell.
Wow.
We were like full all the time.
Wow. And whenever I visit
We are quite full now.
yeah, exactly. So I'm a regular customer of Churrolto. So whenever I visit Churrolto, it's always full. Like it's never been once that I didn't wait for 5 minutes. It's always full.
Yeah.
So and now recently you also introduced stevia sweetener. So
Oh, there's a sweet story behind it. Shall I tell you?
yeah, sure.
So when I started the brand 9 years back, actually it's not recently, 9 years back I introduced it.
Oh.
A little boy like you, okay, more little, half the height of yours, okay, came to me and said, my mother is diabetic, her birthday is upcoming, and I really need to get her a cake which is sugar free. Please don't say no, because I went to 6 other places and all of them said we can't do it. Please don't say no. Firstly, I got angry that I'm the 7th place that he chose. Second, I said, okay, fine, I'll help you out because you're cute.
Oh, and then you introduced stevia.
And then I made a cake for him that is completely sugar free. Any diabetic person can eat. and not get a sugar spike. And I just had some pieces left and I put it in the display and it like sold out in 5 minutes.
Wow. Listener, I find it amazing that how much you achieved at such a young age. So, what were top 2 to 3 lessons which you learned in your journey which a school or a college or a classroom could never teach you?
All the lessons I learned, a classroom can never teach you. The toughest lessons I learned is when you're in a huge crisis, help will come on the way.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. And the second toughest lesson I learned is you get only by giving a lot. So in the future, just like your organization, I want Churrolto to be an NGO.
Wow.
Yeah, I want all the profits to go for charity. Because I'll tell you why. Our vision is feeding a billion. Not feeding a billion through sales, feeding a billion people every day. Because
Yours and all.
yeah, we want to be a part of ending world hunger.
Wow.
So let's see how I do it. I don't know. They don't add up. I'm a churros organization. How would I know?
That's
But let's see.
such a unique thought because I don't think so anyone tell me about that they'll make a NGO to their brand and they'll
So yeah, it should be an NGO and all the profits should go into good causes.
That's such a unique thought and such a brilliant thought, sir.
Yeah.
And you started your dream at just the age of 19, yeah? So, and of course, you're an inspiration for students like me and others. So, but there's still some other students who wanted to start a business like you, but they're scared to take the first step. So, what will be your message to them?
Scared to taking the first step.
Yeah.
It will be a harsh advice, but I think it'll be relevant.
No problem.
You just have one life, and I think you guys are not ready to take the first step because you feel what other people think. So, a harsh reality is if they won't come to your funeral, it doesn't matter.
Wow. So now let's do a quick rapid fire round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll ask you 10 questions.
Go ahead.
You can skip any 2 questions if you want.
I'm good at this. Go ahead.
Okay. And let's start. First churro you ever made, success or flop?
Oh, utter flop.
College student Neehar or CEO Neehar? Who works harder?
See you, Neehar. He never sleeps.
One Hyderabadi slang you love using?
Skip. And I don't use anything.
Okay. One celebrity you love to see eating Churrolto's churros?
Trump.
One song that always pumps you up? One song.
Can I be philosophical?
Yeah, sure.
Chanting of Om.
So, biggest fear, empty stomach or empty wallet?
Oh, empty wallet. I can live without food for 40-50 days.
So, if Churrolto had a mascot, what would it be? A churro superhero or a churro chef?
A superhero because a hero.
Okay. If you could swap life with any other entrepreneur for a day, who would it be?
For only a day.
Yeah, for only a day.
Putin.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sneakers collection or watch collection?
Watch collection. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm an old uncle.
Oh, wow. So, okay, last one. Spending your time on podcast or focusing on business growth?
Spending my time on podcast because this is amazing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Neehar, for sharing your journey with us today. From a small stall to one of India's fastest growing dessert brands, Churrolto is proof that even the simplest idea with enough passion and effort can create a revolution. Thank you so much, sir, for the podcast.
I see.
And to everyone listening, remember, sometimes the sweetest success really does not come from the boldest experiments. This was Startup Tales, and I'm your host, Zidaan Farishta. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep building, and keep hustling. Thank you.